My name's Aaron, and up until a few weeks ago, I thought I had the kind of marriage most people envied, stable, affectionate, built on years of shared experiences. Olivia and I met in college, both studying fine arts, and while I eventually pivoted to graphic design, she stayed in the world of dance. Her passion was palpable, and I admired that fire in her. I supported her when she opened her own studio, took pride in her performances, and even learned to love the long hours and late-night rehearsals that came with her world. That world felt like ours, until it didn't. The unraveling began subtly. Olivia grew quieter at home, her mind often elsewhere. I chalked it up to her upcoming dance showcase, her first big performance since the pandemic. She mentioned a new choreographer the studio had hired to help tighten the routine. "Marco," she said with a casual shrug. "He's kind of intense, but he's brilliant." Marco. That name would start to buzz in my head like an incessant fly. The day I stumbled onto the truth started like any other Saturday. Olivia left early for rehearsal, coffee in hand, kiss on the cheek, quick, "Love you." I decided to surprise her by bringing lunch. She'd been skipping meals, and I thought it might earn me a grateful smile, maybe a quick hug. I walked into the studio with a brown paper bag, greeted a few of the dancers, and didn't see Olivia at first. Someone pointed me toward the back rehearsal room. I should have knocked. God, I should have knocked. The door was slightly ajar. Through the gap, I heard music playing, soft, rhythmic. What I didn't expect was the quiet murmur of voices, laughter, and then the unmistakable sound of lips meeting. I froze. My breath caught in my throat as I pushed the door open just enough to see. There they were, Olivia and Marco, not rehearsing. Not even close. She was wrapped around him, her body so at ease, so familiar with his. Her face, the one I kissed goodnight for almost a decade, was now inches from his, whispering things that weren't meant for me. I stood there, paralyzed, watching the woman I loved kiss another man as if I never existed. I backed away, unseen, my heart hammering in my chest. The lunch bag slipped from my hand in the hallway. I don't remember driving home. I just remember the silence. The terrible silence. I didn't confront her that night. Or the next. I needed to be sure. Maybe it was a mistake, a moment of weakness, but the following week, when she started staying late, again, I returned to the studio. This time with a camera. And there it was. Proof. Her arms around him, again. His hands on her waist, guiding her not just in dance. I've spent the last few nights sleeping in the guest room. I tell her I'm not feeling well, that work is stressful. She doesn't ask too many questions. Maybe she knows. Maybe she's hoping I don't. But I'm not the man who walks away quietly. I need to understand why. I need to know if it was just physical, or if I lost her long before Marco ever entered that studio. And tomorrow, I'll ask her. I didn't sleep the night before. Instead, I lay on the stiff guest bed, staring at the ceiling fan, replaying every conversation, every touch, every look Olivia and I had shared in the last year. Each memory now felt laced with deception, like I had been living in a dream someone else had written for me. That morning, I made breakfast. Not because I wanted to, just because it was our routine. She came down wearing a sweatshirt and leggings, her hair tied up messily, and kissed my cheek like nothing had changed. My skin crawled. "I was thinking," I began, forcing my voice to stay calm. "We could have dinner together tonight. Just us." She hesitated, her expression flickering for a second before she nodded. "Yeah, that sounds nice." At 7 p.m., I set the table. Nothing fancy, just pasta and a bottle of wine. The kind of dinner we used to have when money was tight but love was rich. She smiled when she sat down, but I could see the nervous energy behind it. She knew something was coming. I didn't waste time. I know about Marco, I said flatly. Her fork froze midair. Her eyes darted to mine, wide and afraid. Aaron, I saw you, I continued, at the studio. Twice. Her shoulders slumped like the truth had been a weight she could no longer carry. She didn't even try to deny it. How long? I asked. About a month, she whispered. It wasn't supposed to happen. It was just different. I laughed, not a joyful laugh, but the bitter kind that hurts more than it heals. Different? That's your excuse? Her voice trembled. It wasn't about love, Aaron. It was intensity. Passion. We were dancing, and it got confusing. You've been so distant lately, always in your head, always working. I was building us a future, I snapped. I supported you when you had nothing. I believed in you. And this is how you thank me. I'm sorry, she said, the words empty and automatic. I never meant to hurt you. But you did. Repeatedly. We sat in silence for a long time. The wine went untouched. The pasta dried out on the plates. I can't stay married to someone I can't trust, I finally said. My voice didn't shake, but my hands did. I understand, she murmured. I think I stopped being the person you fell in love with. And maybe you stopped being him too. That stung. But maybe she was right. Maybe we'd both changed in ways we didn't recognize until it was too late. I moved out 2 weeks later. She didn't fight it. There were no dramatic pleas, no desperate confessions of love. Just quiet understanding that we had reached the end. The studio closed temporarily after the showcase. I heard from a mutual friend that Marco had left town, some job offer in Europe. Good for him. As for me, I'm learning to breathe again. The air tastes different when you're no longer sharing it with someone who betrayed you. I'm rebuilding myself, my home, my heart. It's not easy, but it's honest. And I'll take painful truth over beautiful lies any day. Sometimes I pass by the studio building on my evening walks. I don't stop. I just nod to the ghosts of who we used to be and keep moving forward. Because the final curtain fell, and I'm ready for a new act. Alone, maybe, but free.